Hey guys, and welcome to Spyro the Ragnar. We are back, and I have to go kill a sheep to the Tiki Lounge. Not because I need to kill a sheep, just because I want to be at full health, because I like being at full health. Back to full health. So, for those of you who don't know, the gimmick with Sparks is that Sparks is your hit points, essentially. So if Sparks is yellow, you're at full hit points, all three of them. Well, four of them, because the fourth one is your death. So in this game, your biggest, I need to save this little dude, is always gonna be Sparks. You always gotta focus on saving Sparks. He's your life bar, essentially. For lack of a better word, he is your life bar. So, going through this game, it's always good. It's always something good to have with Sparks at full life. Because otherwise, you might get hit by really anything. I say that, and most of these enemies haven't even attempted to attack me. But,
let me catch my breath and I'll kick that other guy's butt.
I'm not really facing, attacking enemies yet, so. The other thing, you can technically wait for that guy to, you can wait around for him, but he will never catch his breath. He's a passive, a super passive NPC.
You have to flame him using the circle button.
Didn't have to flame him. He's a flamer. That's another thing. You've got three types of enemies in this game. The basic mooks, like these normal dudes with, I don't know, some sort of instrument or something. Tubas, maybe? I don't know. But you've got these guys with the crappy instruments. Then you got these big dudes with slabs of meat. That's not all you have in this game. There's one other enemy type that we will be getting to pretty shortly. Also, yes, he just crushed me into a pancake, and yes, I'm just going to take it like a champ. The other thing, as you've seen in terms of swapping from the main hub to this area, the things that give you hit points aren't always going to be the same. It's determined by the level you're in. Some levels might have sheep. Some levels might have frogs. Some levels might have something else. They're not going to be the same thing throughout the entirety of your run. They'll usually be something else. Speaking of which, die. But yeah, there's a few things that I can say that we will be trying to do in following time. I don't know if it's going to be this year, if I'm going to be doing all of it this year, or if I'm going to be doing some of it this year and finishing up next year, or how I'm going to be doing that, but there's a few Let's Plays that I want to do, and then there's something optional. I say optional because it's going to be up to you guys. Solely up to you guys. Do you want to see a skill does kind of series where I do things that are, I don't know, I guess popular crap, like want to watch me do a Nuzlocke? Or do you want to be an actual dick and watch and be like, oh man, dude, play a horror game. If it's the latter rather than the former, you're gonna have kind of a bad time, because I don't know if I even have any horror, like real horror games that I can play that don't make me like vomit of disgust. Because horror games, not really my cup of tea, not even my cup of coffee, and I don't even like coffee. To me, a horror game is most closely resembled by... I can only compare it to zombie-related things with my sister. So, yeah, I can enjoy a good horror game here or there, but by no means am I gonna go out of my way to play a horror game. Yes, I'm skipping dialogue. No, it's not for the entire game. And no, it's not gonna be a... That was literally the only reason I skipped that dialogue. Anyway. Now we got some stuff to do. Mainly grabbing that gem. Alright, so here's another thing. Another little hint, a tidbit even. In Spyro, there's not many of them, but there's a handful of skill points you can get. I think in this game there's 16. And each skill point is differentiated by a specific level in a specific world, I think. There are a total in this game of 16 skill points.
Everywhere. Maybe I can find some
Which means I think you only have to get the skill points for like
everywhere.
2 or 3 things.
Alas, I have lost my love.
2 or 3
Guarded
overworld
by
areas.
evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Yeah, I guess. But like that's the big thing. There are some skill points in the game, but unlike in Ratchet and Clank, where it's like, oh man, there's like, let's say 2 or 3, maybe even 4 per level. And that's if you're really unlucky. And even then, I won't be getting any of them until maybe going commando or up your arsenal, because I actually know how to get them in those games. I have no idea how the hell to get any of the skill points in the first game. But, in this game, I only remember how to get 1. Which, I know that's kind of crappy, but it's all I remember. Thank you for finally agreeing with me, camera. I know I can fix the camera, shut up. I'm lazy. 360 no-scopes for days. Also, if you want to see some Overwatch, because I do have that, if you want to see me doing some Overwatch, or seeing me and the crew of the comms crew doing some ranked play, we should be able to get that up eventually. Oh boy. You didn't win anything. Shut your bitch ass up. Wait, did I miss something? No? Okay. But, like, that's a big thing, is we're gonna get it, we have content that we're working on, but it's mainly content that we want to know if you want. So if you don't want the content, well, why would we go out of our way to make it? Because if I'm making stuff and nobody cares, then as a content creator, I'm not getting anything out of it. Y'all ready for this? Boom! Boom! 0 fall damage. That is practically the only way to get from the tippity top to the wiggity bottom in a matter of seconds. Another thing that I may have forgotten about until just there when it happened. There's 2 ways to gain extra lives. Those like little creatures that are really passive that drop you HP is one of those ways. The other way is getting skill points. Oh no, there's 3. And then the last way is to find the hidden, like, 1-ups in each of the levels. But the hidden 1-up is only there for one time. Funny how that works. He says giant chicken, it's fucking egg. Dragon egg. Dragon. It's dragon, ballsy.
Sorry, that was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Love that line of dialogue. I'm sorry, that chicken was so fucking ugly. But we're not done yet. There's one more level, and it is a bitchin' gimmick level.
Hi, Spyro. I found this gladiator.
I say it's a bitchin' gimmick
training
level because I actually really
arena.
like
It
this
makes a
gimmick.
Pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills? Care for a test of your boarding skills?
This might be my favorite gimmick in this game series. So the other thing is, there are also gems in this area. So if you're going for 100% area completion, not only do you have to get all of the lizards, but you also have to get all of the gems. No, you don't have to do it at the same time, but it's a little bit easier if you're doing them both. However, I may have totally forgotten a very passive thing that occurs in this game. So, a very, very passive thing is when you're in the skateboarding levels, there's a few things to worry about. Falling off of your board. And in certain cases, that means you have to restart the objective. And these godforsaken spinny things are so annoying. But the only issue you're really gonna have with this should be the fact that these things are are slower than you. Because you're on a skateboard, they're not, and it makes kind of sense. Some kind of sense. Whoopsies. So, here's the other thing. In these stages, there is a temporary, I emphasize the word temporary, leniency. For your first challenge, you will always be able to fall off your skateboard,
I found this
and you have
in a
nothing to
lizard
worry about.
burrow.
However, now is when it gets annoying. I say annoying, and I still fucking love all of these. Like, it's
All right. If you
it's a
can
brilliant
catch
gimmick,
all
and
the
I actually
lizards
really enjoy it.
without wiping out, and before time runs out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be easy, though. It's not gonna be easy, though.
Gotcha, buddy. So this is when Spyro Year of the Dragon gets its own gimmicky bullshit. You have to destroy all 15 of these lizards. You've got 2 minutes to do it, 2.5 minutes. And you can't wipe out. The reason why the can't wipe out part is so important is because of these kind of areas where you're just spinning. I've had entire like runs of this area where that was the big killer. These spinning areas, these little spinny platforms. Because they're not very easy to control. You have to spin at a very specific angle that's kind of lenient sometimes. But that's really when the game wants it to be lenient. Because I've had entire runs where that has been the biggest thing. Like the killer is these. The spin. The little spin jump things. Those are the probably most annoying thing in the entire run. Oh no! I was 10 out of 15. See, that's my issue, is I really like to get the spinny ones first, because the spinny ones are the hardest thing to get. So I'll usually go this one first into the dead zone, which is, might as well be what this one's called. Into the launch pad at the top, into the other spins. The thing is, it's not necessarily the best way to do it. Ah! Well, I got what I was missing last time. Okay, so we're gonna do it differently this time. We're gonna save the top spin for after this one. Ah! I went too far right. But this is both my favorite and least favorite part of this entire game. Because I can do it really, really well. Up until a certain point. Once I get to a certain point of the run, I think it's the second warp world thing, the second overworld area, that it starts getting like crazy, crazy hard to do these, and I start not wanting to do them anymore. But it's mostly because of exactly that fact of it's just lenient enough to be kind of the scariest thing you have to deal with in the entire run. Again, I'm saying run. This is like a speed run or something. It really isn't. Oh, my dog is having a nightmare. Screw you. Screw you. Big push. And I missed one.
Whoa,
there we go.
That was sweet. And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow. There was another egg.
Bullshit. Here's the biggest, funniest thing. But so many runs of this game that had to stop abruptly in this area in particular, because I couldn't find just a handful of gems. I was missing just a handful of gems. And so I had to stop the area because I couldn't find them. I don't even know where they are. Where those that like very few gems even was. Because it's not a very hard area to find the gems. It's just you have to be paying attention while skateboarding, and as I've proven with just this fucking go, shit's not easy. I say that and someone's in the comments already like, man, I did this shit when I was 8. Yeah, I did this shit when I was 8 too, bruh. Just because you do it when you're 8 doesn't mean you can have a good time when you're 20. Just a little tidbit for you. Just because you do something super easy when you're a kid doesn't make it easy. Shit's still kind of a pain. Watch, I bet you I missed gems. And I ain't got no idea what they are. Let's see. How many gems am I missing from this area? 375, 400. I am 97 complete with the area. Complete with the area. Where can those gems be, you might ask? Fucked if I know. Wish I knew, because this is the same amount on my my personal run game. I'm at 375 out of 400 gems.
Would you like a chicken sandwich? They're very good.
I forgot he had dialogue change. Look, free life. My biggest thing is I never know where these last handful of gems are, and it always bugs me to no end. I made sure to get all the gems over here. Not very many of them. On the route, like, I don't know where these last handful of gems are. Oh, Monica made is online. And there's nothing that tells me, like, oh, are they in Sheila's level? Are they in the skateboarding place? Am I just an idiot and they're like in the most common place possible? Like in a lone chest I didn't destroy or something? But no, they're like there's nothing left in the area. Except for this big motherfucker who's somehow not dead. So in terms of this area's completion, it's gonna be stumped at 97 for a little while. If any of you guys have seen the gems that I missed, let me know in the comment section, because it's gonna annoy the hell out of me. Anyway, on to a cutscene.
Ooh, look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Thanks, but I think we can look
She
after
just called him a
ourselves.
pussy.
Try looking after this.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me? Or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Hunter, because the power of boners really are stronger in this one. Anywho, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and like, and let me know, where the hell did I miss those gems? See you on next one.